Yesterday, we have seen different examples related to your multiple regression, and we derived very important formula that variance of the residual. For example, x1.23 is a residual of order 2. Then we got the answer sigma square 1.23 equal sigma 1 square determinant of r divided by r11. And then we have seen different examples which is of nature to prove. And today we are going to proceed for a next topic of the same chapter under the heading of multiple correlation. Let me define firstly what is a multiple correlation and then we'll study detail. The correlation between a dependent variable and its estimated value by using group of independent variable is considered as multiple correlation. Now, when I use word multiple, that means number of variables under study more than 2. So we divide this set of variables in two groups. On one side, we take a single variable whose nature is a dependent, and the rest all variables together labeled as a group of independent variable. Now here we can estimate the value of dependent variable by taking a knowledge of group of independent variable. That is, suppose x1 is a dependent, then we find estimate of x1 noted as x1 cap with the help of set of independent variables. Now, once you have actual value and estimated value, then you can study the relation between these two data. One data is actual value of dependent variable and another data which is estimated values of dependent variable by using set of independent variable. The correlation, the relation between actual value and its estimated value obtained by using regression plane is known as multiple correlation. Here word is given as multiple because it represents relation between more than two variables. That's why word is given to be multiple. How it is true? One variable is x1, and what is x1 cap? It is a joint effect of remaining group of independent variable. So in the true sense, number of variables under study are more than 2, and that's why this correlation is labeled as multiple correlation. After having a concept of multiple correlation, we can try to define multiple correlation coefficient. When I say coefficient is a numerical value, and if I say multiple correlation, it is a description relation between a dependent variable and group of independent variable is a multiple correlation. If I want to define multiple correlation coefficient, I have to use concept of correlation coefficient which you already studied at FY level in paper 1. Correlation coefficient is a ratio of covariance divided by standard deviations. Suppose x and y are two variables under study, then I define correlation coefficient between x and y as covariance x comma y divided by sigma x multiply sigma y. This is the concept of studying a correlation between two variables. So I use this concept for getting a multiple correlation coefficient. So it will be defined as the simple correlation coefficient. Multiple correlation coefficient is nothing but simple correlation coefficient between a dependent variable and its estimated value obtained by using respective equation of regression plane, that is called as a multiple correlation coefficient. You can write the notation for this capital R as a multiple correlation coefficient subscript 1.23. What is meaning of this notation? It stands for multiple correlation coefficient, which is defined as covariance of x1 comma x1 cap divided by root of variance of first quantity into root of variance of second quantity. So this is nothing but definition of multiple correlation coefficient for dependent variable x1 and its estimated value with the help of 2 and 3. So interpretation of this notation is before dot is a dependent variable, after dot group of independent variable. So multiple correlation is a correlation of x1 and joint effect of 2, 3 on x1. That joint effect is nothing but x1 cap. Similarly, you can write R2.13. Here my dependent variable is x2. I can define R3.12. Here my dependent variable is x3. The dot is a symbol to divide set of variables. Before dot, under multiple correlation is a dependent variable. After dot, the set of variables which are independent variables. So this is your definition. This is wrongly written small r. It should be capital R because multiple correlation denoted by capital R. So R1.23 equal to covariance of x1 comma x1 cap total divide root of variance means sigma of x1 sigma of x1 cap. This is the definition. By using this definition, we try to derive expression formula for capital R1.23. So that is comes under derivation of multiple correlation coefficient. Sometime x1 cap may be written symbolically like this, E1.23. So you have another way of writing definition of multiple correlation coefficient. Now this is the correct symbol. It should not be small r, it is capital R. Capital R1.23 equal covariance bracket x1 comma E1.23 and divide by corresponding root of variances. We can write similarly R2.13 and R3.12 as a definition. Remark, the practical situations, real life examples are similar to the real life situation of multiple regression analysis. So the examples which I had cited under multiple regression, the same examples you can put for multiple correlation. Very important topic now, derivation of multiple correlation coefficient. So we try to derive the formula by using a definition of multiple correlation coefficient. Let us begin R1.23 is written by definition this way. That means to get R1 dot 23, I have to get a numerator and variance of E1 dot 23, where variance of x1 is sigma 1 square, so there is no derivation for this. Variance of E1 dot 23, E for estimated value, that is variance of x1 minus x1 dot 23. So E1 dot 23 is nothing but x1 minus x1 dot 23. How it is? It is by this way, because x1 dot 23 is a residual, and by definition residual is the difference of actual value and estimated value. So x1 cap also written as E1 dot 23. So I took this on the left and left on the right. So estimated value can be written as difference of two residuals. Original variable is also residual of order 0, and this is nothing but residual of order 2. So I can take E1 dot 23 as x1 minus x1 dot 23. So variance of E1 dot 23 equal variance of x1 minus x1 dot 23. Now you can recall the knowledge of first year. If x is one variable, y is another variable, and x, y are not independent, then what is the variance of x plus y? What is the variance of x minus y? We derived this expression. I again recall it. Variance of x minus y is nothing but variance of x plus variance of y minus 2 times covariance of xy. So I use that result in this case. So variance of E1 dot 23 is variance of x1 plus variance of x1 dot 23 minus 2 times covariance of x1 comma x1 dot 23. Variance of x1 symbolically sigma 1 square. Variance of x1 dot 23 is sigma square 1 dot 23 minus 2. When you want to write a covariance, you know from first year, covariance of two variable is written as product of two variables divided by number of observations minus product of mean of the variable. But in this chapter, we assume that variables measured from mean, so mean of x1 equal to mean of x2 equal to mean of x3 equal to 0, and ultimately x1 dot 23 mean also 0. So this product term is not written in a covariance definition. So covariance of x1 comma x1 dot 23 is nothing but summation of x1 dot 23 summation of x1 multiply x1 dot 23 upon n minus 2 summation x1 dot 23 x1 dot 23. How I wrote this? This is written by using a properties of residual. Yesterday I said product of residual remain unchanged, either adding a secondary subscript or eliminating secondary subscript. So this product is same as this product. And then ultimately sum of x1 dot 23 multiply x1 dot 23 is summation x square 1 dot 23. And mean of x1 dot 23 is 0. So this term is directly sigma square 1 dot 23 that I have written down. So you have expression sigma square 1 dot 23. This is sigma square 1 dot 23 minus 2 times. This is 1 time plus and this is 2 time minus. So finally variance of E1 dot 2, 3 equal sigma square 1 minus sigma square 1 dot 2, 3. I got one of the quantity which I required in the definition. I got this expression. Now we proceed to develop covariance of x1 comma E1 dot 2, 3. Let us see how we proceed. Covariance of x1 comma E1 dot 2, 3 is sum of product of variable under study minus product of mean, but under the assumption x1 bar is 0, so product becomes 0. Therefore, covariance x1 comma E1 dot 2, 3 equal sum of x1 E1 dot 2, 3, just now I explained, is a x1 minus residual. Now I multiply x1 inside and then take summation. So sum of x1 squared upon n minus sum of x1 into x1 dot 2, 3. Just now I told you can add the secondary subscript or you can eliminate secondary subscript. Sum of product remains same. So this is same as this. Therefore, covariance of x1 comma e1 dot 2, 3 coming this much, and that is sigma 1 square minus sigma square 1 dot 2, 3. So I got numerator in my definition of multiple correlation coefficient. I also got denominator. I will put in the definition of multiple correlation coefficient, which is written in terms of R1 dot 23 is ratio of covariance with root of variance of the term quantity under study. See what you get finally by simplifying. So you get R1 dot 23 equal, this is the covariance, it is the root of variance of x1, this is the root of variance of E1 dot 23. But look now, this numerator is exactly same quantity which is inside the denominator. So this is nothing but 3 divided by root 3. Suppose this is the 3 and the same thing here, so root 3. So if you want to simplify 3 by root 3, answer is root 3. So this denominator will be dropped and root will be taken up. Therefore, R1 dot 23 is root sigma 1 square minus sigma square 1 dot 23 divided by sigma 1 square. Take this root combine and make a common expression sigma square 1 minus sigma square 1 dot 23 divided by sigma 1 square. Now I can divide this denominator to numerator separately. So finally R1 dot 23 equal root 1 minus sigma square 1 dot 23 upon sigma 1 square. This is through the definition and by deriving the expression of covariance and variance. But yesterday I derived variance of the residual. Sigma square 1 dot 23, what we got yesterday, sigma square 1 determinant of correlation matrix divided by cofactor of dependent variable which is before dot. If it is 2, it will be R2, 2. If it is 3, it will be R3, 3. Numerator is common for all three residuals. I replace this in the sigma square 1 dot 23 place. So what you get 1 minus sigma 1 squared determinant of R divided by R1 1. So this sigma square 1 cancel with this. So finally you get an expression as multiple correlation coefficient R1 dot 23 equal root 1 minus determinant of correlation matrix divided by cofactor of order 1, 1. So this very simplified derivation we got, which is easy to remember. If I ask R2 dot 13, you will say root 1 minus determinant of R divided by R2 2. So you can see the corresponding expressions which you can derive by using the similar derivation of capital R 1.23. Now here theoretical question which is usually asked for offline examination, but online examination there will be different type of MCQs. Define multiple correlation coefficient, derive its expression in terms of cofactors and correlation matrix. So this is the cofactor of correlation matrix and this is the determinant of correlation matrix. What I do now, I will express this in terms of total correlation coefficient. So the next topic is multiple correlation coefficient in terms of total correlation coefficient. So this expression what we got, we'll try to transfer this in terms of R12, R13, R23. These are called as a total correlation coefficient. What do you mean by total here? Here total means it is a correlation coefficient of exactly two variables, not three. So it is a correlation coefficient between x1 and x2, similarly x1 and x3, similarly x2 and x3. So we try to derive the formula of multiple correlation coefficient in terms of R12, R13, R23. Now I start with the last step of previous derivation. I make a square to both sides, so this root will be dropped, which is easier to derive. Otherwise, every time I have to carry the root. So to solve that difficulty, I make a squaring on both sides. Square of left, on the right side, square will be cancelled with square root. 1 minus determinant of R divided by R11, where determinant of R is nothing but determinant of correlation matrix. You know the correlation matrix diagonal element is 1 because if you write here x1, x2, x3, x1, x2, x3, this diagonal is a correlation between same variable x1 with x1, x2 with x2, x3 with x3. So when you study correlation with itself, it is a perfect correlation and value of perfect correlation always 1. Now this is R12, R13, R23 and this is a mirror image R12, 21. So relation between 1, 2 is same as 2, 1. 1, 3 same as 3, 1. 2, 3 same as 3, 2. So correlation matrix is a symmetric matrix, symmetric around the diagonal. So what you write up diagonal, the same value is below diagonal. Be remember. Now you know from mathematics how to get the determinant of matrix. I solve the determinant by taking a first row. So first value is 1 in bracket determinant of dropping first row corresponding column. So determinant of this 1 minus square of 2, 3 minus second element R12, drop the respective column, respective row. The remaining cofactor is taken as a determinant R21 minus this product. Then plus third element, drop the corresponding column, corresponding row. The remaining is a cofactor and product of this minus this is there. So this is your determinant of R. We'll try to simplify this by taking product 1 minus R square 2 3 minus R12 this plus R13 this. Simplify 1 minus R square 2 3 R12 multiply R12 is minus R square 1 2. This minus R12 R13 R23. R13 multiply this is minus and minus plus. This R13 is plus product and plus R13 minus R13 is minus square of R13. So what is the determinant of R in a simplified way? It is 1 minus square of each correlation plus 2 times product of all 1 2 1 3 and 2 3. What is denominator? It is R11, which is called as cofactor of order 1 1. What is the definition of cofactor given in the notation? It is minus 1 bracket sum of this coefficient. 1 plus 1 is 2. And what is the rest? It is a determinant obtained from correlation matrix by eliminating first row and eliminating first column. So you get 1 R32, R231, minus 1 square is plus 1. So 1 minus square of 2, 3, this is a denominator. Put in the expression of R square 1.23. 1 minus determinant of R divided by R11. Now I take R11 as a LCM, so you get R11 minus determinant of R divided by R11. R11 we just derived 1 minus R square 2 3. Replace in place of this. So this is your R11. 1 minus R square 2 3 minus determinant of R we got. This is the big expression which is easy to remember. 1 minus square of correlation all together plus 2 times product of all together correlation. So this I write here. It is minus, so 1 become minus, minus become plus, plus become minus. R23 cancel with plus R23, plus 1 cancel with minus 1. So simplified expression is R square 1 2 plus R square 1 3 minus 2 times product of all three correlations. Divide 1 minus square of 2 3. How to remember this expression? There may be MCQ on this expression. I will put the hint to remember. R square 1.23 equal correlation as a combination of before dot with after dot 1 2 square plus 1 3 square minus 2 times product of all. There is no choice here. It is compulsory for all three derivations. So no change here. Divide by 1 minus square correlation after dot to remember. So you can apply this logic for remaining two correlation coefficients that I have written for your understanding. R square 2.13 equal square of correlation 2 1 plus square of correlation 2 3 minus 2 times product of all. Total divide 1 minus square of correlation after dot 1 3. Similarly, R square 3 1.2 you can remember. Now let us see little bit examples. With usual notations prove that sigma square 1.23 equals sigma square 1 in bracket 1 minus r square 1 dot 2 3. Very simple expressions. We know that sigma square 1 dot 2 3, what we derived yesterday, sigma square 1 determinant of r divided by r11. We have r square 1 dot 2 3 from today's derivation 1 minus determinant of correlation matrix divided by r11. Now I took this negative quantity on one side and this is to other side. So determinant of r upon r11 is 1 minus square of 1 dot 2 3. So this expression is going to replace here. So therefore sigma square 1 dot 2 3 upon sigma square 1 is 1 minus r square 1 dot 2 3. Sigma square 1 dot 2 3 equals sigma square 1, take on the right hand side, 1 minus square 1 dot 2 3, that you have to prove. Very easy, but you have to remember all these formulas and make little practice, then you are able to prove such type of statements. Number 2, multiple correlation coefficient is always non-negative, very important property. You know from your first year, correlation coefficient, that is a total correlation coefficient between two quantities, say two variables, always between -1 to +1. That means correlation coefficient may be negative, sometime may be positive, but always fraction, not greater than 1. But in this case, in today's topic, we are studying a multiple correlation coefficient and the limit of this is never negative. It is always a positive quantity. See the proof why it is positive quantity. We have definition of multiple correlation coefficient R1 dot 23 equal covariance x1 comma E1 dot 23 divided by root of variance of respective quantity. This is the definition of multiple correlation coefficient, where covariance of x1 comma e1 dot 23, we have derived this in the derivation of capital R dot 1 dot 23. E1 dot 23 is nothing but x1 minus residual. Do it. This is sigma square 1 minus sigma square 1 dot 23. What it stand? It stand for covariance. That is a numerator quantity. Call equation 1. But variance of E1 dot 23 is variance of E square 1 dot 23 upon n. Mean is 0, so subtraction is not returned. E1 dot 23 is nothing but x1 minus x1 dot 23 square, a minus b square, open the bracket, take summation inside for every term, apply the property of residual, so this is written as sum of square of 1 dot 23, this is sigma square 1 dot 23. Finally, variance of E1 dot 23 is sigma square 1 minus sigma square 1 dot 23. Look, equation 1, exactly same expression. But what is the left? Left is a covariance. And we know from your first year knowledge, covariance between two variables may be positive, may be negative, and that's why correlation may be negative, may be positive. But under the multiple correlation, the covariance is this much and that is same as variance. So for multiple correlation, covariance of x1 comma e1 dot 23, that represent variance, and we know that variance never negative. And therefore we claim that multiple correlation coefficient always greater than equal to 0, because in the definition of multiple correlation coefficient, covariance is coming as a variance of E1 dot 2 3, and that's why it is positive.